What's going on, guys? Just thought I'd do a quick video here. This is something that I've seen come up a couple times. So it's just to calculate your gear ratios in your RC cars. So I see a lot of guys that are either under gearing or over gearing their stuff. But just as a quick calculation, so if you guys look, it's always driven over drive. So your spur gear divided by your bell. So this is like for buggies, single speed vehicles. Two-speed transmissions are a little bit tougher, except for the fact that you still want to try and keep your reasonable gear ratio going into your transmission, right? So this one is obviously, you can see it's 47 tooth divided by 14 is equal to a 3.35 gear ratio. So ideally, you kind of want to keep your gear ratios in the threes. So when you start getting up into the fours, you're going to find, especially if you're a basher, it's going to top out super quick, and it may not be as much fun like in a field or something like that. It's gonna come up on plane super fast and then kind of run out of gas and just sit there and scream its guts out. So like, for example, if you go to put a big block in a buggy, which I have lots of, I tend to run like a 16, 17 tooth spur. Unless you're running a 0.21 with like 8 ports, 6 ports that revs to the moon, then you want to run a lower, smaller bell, like a 13 or a 14, and then whatever spur usually is in the buggy. But just when you start getting up into the big blocks, they obviously don't rev as hard, so you want to build all your power down low. So you want to go with, like, I got one buggy over there, it's got like a 18 tooth spur in it. So you want to try and be mindful of that, right? So most buggies, as a rule, you know, they'll only have a 13 or a 14. So when you start getting into the, like I said, into the big block ones, keep an eye on your bell. When you're running the LRPs, you know, that Red Lots or the Reds or the Nova Rossies or whatever, they don't make their power till they're way up in the high power band. So that's something to be mindful of. I have one Hyper 7 buggy that has the Hyper 21 in it with an 8 port. That thing likes to rev to like 40 grand. So I like to keep the RPMs up there. So you want a small bell on it. So that's just a quick and easy math though. Driven over drive, just remember that. And then you'll figure it out. Okay, guys, have a good one.